Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Zhengkong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the good practice tonight. Namo medicine Tathagata of the Eastern Lapis Lazuli realm. Namo Paisaya Guru. Sumo Tanchen Katso Duten Siddhi. All Dhamma masters, Dhamma educators, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma tutors, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good evening. How do you do? And these are greetings in different languages. Cantonese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Korean, Spanish, Japanese, Taiwanese, Japanese. We all know about medicine Tathagata because the 8 primary deities at the Seattle temple, we rotate them back and forth. And we never increase nor decrease these 8 deities. And medicine Tathagata or medicine Buddha from the Eastern Lapis Lazuli realm with Lapis Lazuli light. And his Pure Land is called the Lapis Lazuli realm. And this realm and the Western realm of the utmost bliss are both extremely supreme. And the vows made by Medicine Buddha, 12 great vows of Medicine Buddha, which I have elaborated before. Like when we read the fundamental vows of medicine Tathagata of the Eastern Lapis Lazuli would understand the attainments of Medicine Buddha, and there is no difference between among Buddhas, and all their Pure Lands are extremely supreme and superb. So the Lapis Lazuli light realm, you know, we melt the glass to become this Lapis Lazuli. So it's better than glass. And this burned glass are very expensive, but glass is very cheap. So lapis lazuli are very expensive. So the lapis lazuli realm is very precious.
那我曾经也看过药师琉璃光如来。
I have had a vision of lapis of medicine Tathagata, and I have talked about it several times. It happened in Korea at Cheongju.
那么看到这个很大尊的药师琉璃光如来。
And had the vision of a giant medicine Tathagata. Oh, it was a statue, a huge statue in Korea. I was sick then. And when I saw medicine Tathagata, I was very pleased and prayed to him. And then on the way out, I had the vision of medicine Tathagata and sunlight radiance Bodhisattva and moonlight radiance Bodhisattva. And also had the vision of medicine Buddha's retinue, including the 8 great Bodhisattvas. And also the 12 medicine generals. So that's what I personally saw. And I'm telling you now. When I had that vision, I knew that my problem will be resolved. And I have talked about it several times. I saw it with my eyes closed. And in front of your eyes, you can see the light radiating. You know, like the Tanka painting, they would also paint the light rays around the Buddha. How do you describe such a light? Can anyone describe it? Prajna light? No, it's not the round light like that. No. It's like a line of rays and trembling, like sun rays, appearing right in front of your eyes. And at its center, the medicine Tathagata appeared. And then the scene changed to the next one. Sunlight radiance Bodhisattva, moonlight radiance Bodhisattva, the 12 medicine generals, and also the 8 great Bodhisattvas. One by one, they all appeared. That was a true vision, very real. I wrote it in one of my books about this vision. And upon seeing that, I knew that my problem, my ailment, would be resolved. And sure enough, I was cured.
所以我认为，药师琉璃光如来，你如果修药师佛，对于你身
If you
上的
practice medicine Buddha, the illnesses that you have
它可以给你解除，因为在他的
can be
愿里面，
alleviated because it's one of his vows
他的12大愿里面就
in the 12 great vows.
记得今天晚上要
Remember,
播慢1个小时。
tonight you need to return the time. This is the end of the daylight saving
时
time.
光播慢1个小时。
It's tonight, right?
这个现在全世界各
Turn
地，
it
它
back 1
有
hour.
几个国家是这样子的。
How many
除
countries
了美国以外，还有其他国
other
家
than
吗？
United States
加拿
is
大有
there?
吗？有加拿大，还有呢
Canada, US,
英国也有啊。
England too.
还有哪个国家？
Any other countries?
瑞典、挪威，好。
Oh, Sweden and Norway too.
北欧都有。
All the Scandinavian
这个
countries.
时间这样子改来改去，
To keep changing time back and
觉得
forth like
不是
this
很好。
is not that good in my personal opinion.
为什么这个全
Why?
世界上的时间不统一？这个
Don't
好
we
像
have
是
the
说这
same
个
time?
好像因为是日光的关系吧，
It's because
所以
of the
这样子拨过来拨过
sunlight,
去，
the daylight. It's changing
很麻
back
烦
and
的。
forth. It's so
经常会
troublesome.
看错时间。
Then you can't use.
明天我们山
Make-
庄的
you
这个
make a
护摩
mistake.
也慢了1个小时吧。
So the Homa will also change
可是
time.
3点了。
It's still 3 o'clock.
3点就是
But the
以前的
3
4点，
o'clock was the 4 o'clock of the past.
也就是这个天色晚得更快。
So it turns dark earlier or at earlier time. I don't know how to say it.
真的是，
Is it good or not? I don't know.
那个像这个时差的问题啊，西雅图的时间跟纽约、跟 Chicago 就不一样是不是？
So the time
西雅图的
difference
时
would be
间，
different.
芝加哥的时间，纽约的时间就不同。
So Pacific Standard Time is different from
为什么不统一
Central
呢？
Standard Time and Eastern
你看人家
Standard Time.
中国，
Why don't you
中国现
just
在是
make it
统一
one
的吧？
time? In China now, it's just
到那
one
里
time.
中国飞机
Doesn't
飞到
matter
哪
where
里，
you
几点就是
travel
几
in
点，
China, it's the same time.
也不用改
The
时间。
flights are all on the same time. You don't need to change back and
你
forth.
美国这样讲，
Let's not talk about it.
Oh, 这也不算是笑话吧。
This is not really a joke.
人老了
It's
就
saying
值钱。
that old people
他
are
说华
valuable.
中有银，头发
There's silver on the hair,
银华嘛，
right?
齿中有金，牙齿
And
就有金。
gold in the teeth,
在美国没有吧？
but not in
对不对？
America.
但是以前东方人他把黄金镶，把牙齿
But
镶
in the
成那个，
past, they used gold
金牙。
crowns.
所以以前有这样子讲，
That's
说
why
你
we
身
say
上有
that.
钱，
you have valuables on your body, wearing all the jewelries. So when people ask for direction, they would say, they would go like this. I'm embarrassed because I'm also wearing this on my middle finger. Are you asking me and to show all the gold crown, gold teeth? And the road goes like this to show off your jewelries. The road goes like this. You go like this to show that you're rich. Gold on your teeth and sugar in your blood. And inside your kidneys, you also have diamonds. And you don't need natural gas. You have continuous natural gas. Or endless natural gas. Signs of old age. Talking about old people. Elderly school. There's a group of elderlies who always forget to do homework, and the teacher got really angry and asked these elderlies to stand up. And then the teacher asked the Taoist master, and he started ringing the bell. And these elderlies got really scared. Teacher, what are you doing? And the teacher replied, according to the school rule, we need to have your parents to come to school. So the Taoist masters invoking the deceased parents to come to school. About elderlies. Last night I had a dream that the husband was chased after by a rich woman, and the rich man gave me $30 million to abandon my husband. And immediately I accepted the check and very excited and said, I will sell my next husband to you too. So heartless. When you're old, you're being sold. Now we'll get on to the main topic. On the Q&A. Question from Singapore. 莲花含泽. I wholeheartedly pay homage to our lineage root guru, living Buddha Lien Sha. I wish Grandmaster and Sumo are always healthy. 1. I earnestly beseech Grandmaster to teach us the key formula of the practice of the Lan syllables triangular fire wheel to clear transgressions. When I read your book number 148, The Power of Mantra, so what number is it now? 291.
我292册，
Book number 292 may be published soon. And now I'm writing book number 293. And I really hope that book number 293 can be finished before I return to Taiwan. So book number 148, The Power of Mantra, on the article Spring in the Swimming Pool.
这一本书148册咒的魔力
So the power of mantra, you wrote about the practice that can eradicate the 5 atrocious sins, which is the 5 ceaseless sins. One uses the Lan syllable to burn our own body until it is completely gone. May I receive this empowerment remotely? Because karmic transgressions and their retributions and fixed karma are truly terrifying. So let me tell Lianhua Hanzi,
这个三角火轮灭罪法，其实我告诉大家
triangular fire wheel to clear transgressions. Let me tell you, the distance between book number 148 till now is very far. Based on an elderly's memory, I cannot think of it anymore. Spring in the swimming pool. It must be nude swimming. How can there be a spring in the swimming pool? It must be nude swimming then. I don't know. Have you read this article? Anyone? Why is there a spring in the swimming pool? I am testing your memory. Book number 148. An article entitled Spring in the Swimming Pool. There was a female ghost. She must be peeping on my swimming. I was about to delivering this female ghost. Remote empowerment, karma and fixed karma are truly terrifying.
Oh,
it's this. There's a reference of that article. I saw Siddhikapa Bodhisattva took Xiao Cui to my altar, and there was black energy like a rope binding her. And I said, you killed 100 people, and the 100 people that you killed have been body delivered. How about you? And Xiao Cui said, but I'm being bound, cannot be freed. When I heard that, I didn't say more. From my head, I emit a red Sanskrit syllable lan that turned into a triangular fire that becomes a huge bliss that burns xiao cui completely to become ash. So even when xiao cui had the heinous sins, this fire could eradicate them completely. And when xiao cui became ash, that means her karma has been eradicated. And I saw a ray of light, like mani jewel, radiating in the Dharma realm. And Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva was holding this mani jewel and fly into the sky. And the Dhamma practice is like this. I taught you Tantric Dharma, and this is extremely secretive. So the practitioner sit quietly and in deep meditation that none of the thoughts from the past, present, and future are there. So this is the samadhi of the Dharma realm. And there's a Sanskrit syllable lan, which is very bright and radiant like the full moon, that transforms to become a triangle. And on top of it, there's a fire blazing to burn our own body and mind, and chant Lan 21 times. It can burn all the karmic transgressions and retributions of the practitioner. And the mantras Om Lan Soha, Om Lan Soha, to purify everything. Om Vairuchana Mala Soha, to purify the mala beads. Om Vajira Guhaya Kappa Samaya Hum. Om Vajila Guhaya Kappa Samaya Hum is the transformation into 1,000 wheels. So by chanting once, it's the same as 1,000 times. This Dhamma practice seems very simple, but actually it is not. So the hardest part is that the thoughts of the past, present, and future cannot be on your mind. So the 3 times, some people say 3 lives, some people say 3 times. You should not have any thought at all of the past, of the present, and of the future. None of those, no thoughts. And this is called the state of no thought. If you can do it with no thought, to use this triangular fire of the Lan syllable to burn your own body and mind, to become ash. It is extremely difficult to do. What is this syllable Lan? I do it every night. Every night for the light protection Dharma, I would chant Lan, Yang, Kang, 3 syllables. Lan, that my whole body would be in fire. The fire rises and the whole body is cremated. And with yang, there would be a breeze that would blow my ash to the air, to the space. And Kang means space, nothing, void. And there's no human being on the bed. And I enter sleep this way, with no thought whatsoever. I would chant Lang, Yang, Kang. So I use this method to do the light protection Dharma. Recently, this is what I do. Lang, Yang, Kang. And Lang, my whole body is on fire. Just visualize yourself to enter into the crematory hole, and with the light, with the fire, with the Lan syllable, you burn yourself to become ash, and when you come out, you're just all ash. And Yang, the wind would blow the ash to the sky, and Kang is all gone. And on the bed, there's no me. I'm not sleeping there anymore. So what can you be attached to? That's my light protection practice. Everything is gone, completely empty. So the syllable Lan, there are 6 syllables that's important. Om, An. The 6 syllables that are very important. Om, Ah, Hum, Lang, Yang, Kang. 3-syllable mantra. Tantric mantra. However, you have to be completely serene. You don't think of any past, present, and future. Nothing is attached to your mind. If you can enter meditation this way, then all your karma will naturally be eradicated. This is a very secret practice. So this syllable Lan means fire. Means fire, a triangular fire. Because fire is a triangular element. Of the 5 elements, triangular represents fire, square represents the earth, and rectangular represents wood, and brown represents metal. Irregular shape represents water. Metal, brown, wood, rectangular, water, irregular, fire, triangular, earth, square. The shapes of the 5 elements. So therefore, fire is always triangular. It's a triangle. Remember this practice. I don't know. Can I bestow remote empowerment? Let me consult. Can this Dhamma practice be remote? Have remote empowerment? No. You cannot receive remote empowerment for this Dhamma practice. It has to be personal empowerment given directly. I have said it before, and now they said it again, so it's matching.
跟那个联姻讲的，就是相应的。我问的，他讲不可以摇罐。
So when I consulted, she said, no remote empowerment. Come to get the empowerment personally. But you need to guarantee that you have no thoughts whatsoever of the past, present, and future. So that's the state of no self. Are you able to do so? If in your meditation you have no thought whatsoever, then you can calm. And then amid emptiness, the syllable lan would appear, and the triangular fire would appear, and then you burn away your body and mind completely. Then this method can eradicate karma.
这是第一个问题。不过我还是不知道。
That's the first question.
这个游泳池里的春天是什么？
But still, I'm not sure what's the spring in the swimming pool.
难道是我在游泳的时候，突然间，这个地藏王菩萨带着这个
When I was swimming, that Siddhikarbha Bodhisattva brought Xiao Cui there? Not sure.
第二个问题。
And the second question.
弟子有一个对佛法的理解。
I have this understanding about Buddha Dharma. Please confirm if this is correct.
对的吗？弟子以佛法比喻为闹钟。
I use the alarm clock as an analogy for Buddha Dharma to awaken sentient beings.
当闹钟叫醒了我们。
Once the alarm clock wakes us up, we don't need it anymore, because the alarm clock is merely a tool and it is illusory. What we need to do is to maintain our wakefulness and purity, because Buddha nature is originally pure. At such time, the Buddha nature are in union with the empty nature and attain the union with the universe. That's his realization. What do you think? Is it correct or not? He said Buddha Dharma is the same as alarm clock to wake you up. Recently, I always wake up to the alarm clock. It would and then if I ignore it, then it would be getting louder and louder. And then I snooze it and then continue to sleep.
按掉继续睡。这个师母一看见我没有。
When Simu realized I didn't come out for breakfast, she would come and wake me up. At least I have another half an hour to sleep. He said to use alarm clock as an analogy for Buddha Dharma to awaken sentient beings. Once the alarm clock wakes us up, we don't need this tool anymore, because the alarm clock is illusory. The analogy in the Vajra Sutra is like this, that Buddha Dharma is like a raft that ferry you to the other shore. And arriving at the other shore means attainment, so you don't need the raft anymore. Because it's impossible for you to take the raft from Pure Land back to samsara unless you generate a vow.
他这个比喻倒是有点
This analogy
还不错啦，
is
还不错的比喻。
not
佛法就
so
像闹钟
bad
把我们叫醒，但叫醒你不可以再睡。
that the alarm clock wakes you up, but you cannot go back to sleep.
不过也有这样的讲法，
However,
佛法也等于是没有佛法。
that Buddha Dharma is the same as
生
no
死
Buddha
就是
Dharma.
涅槃，
That life and death
烦恼就是
is the
习
same as nirvana, and affliction is the same as enlightenment.
六尘呢？六尘就是佛性，
And the
也
six
有这种讲
dust
法。
are the same as Buddha nature.
六尘
There's this
就是佛性
statement.
那是最高的境界，真空观
That's the highest
才有这样子
realm,
讲。烦恼
the
就是
view
菩
of
提
the true emptiness. That
生死
afflictions
就是
is
涅槃
enlightenment or bodhi, and life and death is nirvana.
另外呢，六尘就是佛性，
And the six dust are Buddha nature.
这个就是很深奥的，这个就是在佛法里面你达到真空观的境界。
This is very
例如现在中委会，
mystical
常常
and marvelous, and
这
that's
个
the
人
highest
不
realm
准
in
你
Buddha
让他
Dharma.
出家，
Like the Buddha Foundation
为
often
什么不准让他出
decides
家？
that this person
因
is
为
not
中委会
allowed
有
to
差
become
别观，
ordained. Why?
差别
Because
观
the
就是说，
Buddha
这个人
Foundation
啊，
has a
这
view
个
of
他的一切资料
discrimination or
都是很
differentiation,
好，
which
没有
means
什么
that
差
some
错的，
people have
就让
all
他
the
出家。
credentials and no
有
faults,
一
so
点差错的就不
they
让他
let
出家，
them to become
或者是说
ordained.
有一点
But if there's some
跟人家不
shortcomings
一样的，就不让他
or
出家。
slightly different,
如
then
果
they
在
would
我是
disallow.
真空观的，
But as for me, I
任
have the
何人都
view
可以出
of
家。
true emptiness. I would let anybody to become ordained.
有人来申请道场，
And some people ask
就
to
算你2个人、
open a
5
spiritual
个人来
center,
申请道场，
whether it's only for 2 people
我都
or
会
5
准。
people, I would approve. I would approve it.
5个人来申请道场也会准，你是租来的房子
So
我也会准。
5 people
就算你
or
在这
even
个
rented
房子的
place,
后院，
I would
或
approve
者
it.
房子里面的一角，
Or it's
我还会
a corner of your house or behind it,
因为我
I
根
would
本
approve
没
it
有这些
because
限制，
I
在
have
我
no
来讲
restrictions
根本没有限制。 但是中委会不能
for
这样，
me, but the Buddha
中委会还是
Foundation
要有
can't
差
be like
别，
that. They still
还
need
是
the
要有
view
差
of
别。
differentiation.
师尊是真空观，
But
任何
Grandmaster
人都是
is the
好人，
view of
并没有
empty,
坏人，
true emptiness.
因为坏
Everybody is
人也有
good.
佛性，
No bad
总有
people.
一天
Even
他也
bad
会把这
people
个
have
坏
Buddha
的
nature.
业给他除尽。
Eventually, they would eradicate all their karma too.
在我来讲，没有坏人，
So, as for me, there are no bad people.
所以我也被教训过。
So I
我
was
曾经
being
很
quote
歧视
unquote
一个人，
educated.
就这个人打父
I
亲，
looked down on someone once
又打父亲，又欺
he
负母亲，
beat his dad and
又把父亲赶出
mistreat
去，
his mom and kick out his
赶出去。
dad.
我就觉得说，不
And
孝敬父母，
I found
这
him
种
to be so
这种这个泯灭
unfilial.
这个伦理的人泯灭这个伦理，就打父亲又
The
打母
one
亲，
that doesn't
这
respect
怎么得了？这个人， 但
seniors
是
or
我这
parents,
样子也被佛菩萨批评。
and even then I
他
was
说我不懂
criticized
得
by Buddhas
因
and
果，
Bodhisattvas.
说我不懂得因果，
I
让
was
我看
reprimanded that I did
他
not
跟父母之间
understand
的因果，
karma, and to
看
let
了
me
以后我才
see
了解，
the cause and effect between him and his parents. It turned out that he was eradicating the karma of his parents. So in the view of true emptiness, in terms of the view of differentiation, really, he's not a human being. He's worse than an animal. However, within the view of true emptiness, that would be different. So once you comprehend this, then it would all be balanced. So that's extra thing that I would say. So you need to combine the view of differentiation and the view of true emptiness. And in my opinion, anybody can be ordained. And in my view, there are no bad people. But for True Buddha Foundation, they decided that, such a person cannot mislead other people, cannot be ordained. So we need to consider both sides before we decide. And this disciple have the third question. I have a question about feng shui, the piercing heart negative energy, because nowadays many apartments have this problem. Can you please kindly tell us how to alleviate this problem? It's very simple. When you get in the door, about a certain distance, just place a screen. Then there will not be negative energy for this. Or you can place like a screen divider, and on the divider you can place a huge mirror there. It's called, like in school, they place a huge mirror so that you can look at yourself and tidy yourself. So you place a huge mirror as big as the screen divider. So all the negative energy would be reflected by the mirror and disappear. There's that benefit. A mirror, after you get in the front door, then you would resolve this piercing heart negative energy and such. So if you can see the back door from the front door, then you should do this. That's what it means. So if you don't want to place it near the front door, you can place it near the back door to place the screen divider and mirror. Then that would alleviate it. So what time is it now? Oh my gosh, I have no time. How come it's so long? He asked too many questions. Oh, this one is very difficult to explain. The next Bodhisattva has the name Fragrant Elephant Bodhisattva. Elephant.
就是有香味的大象的菩萨。
Fragrant elephant bodhisattva. That's according to the words. The elephant is fragrant, and the bodhisattva is a bodhisattva with fragrant elephant. This is very difficult to explain. And the next one, white fragrant elephant bodhisattva. So the elephant has to be white. Is there a white elephant? Yes. Yeah. That's good. In India, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva rides on a white elephant. So how can a bodhisattva ride on a bodhisattva? Because the white elephant is a bodhisattva. So what is the fragrant elephant bodhisattva? In India, in ancient words we say Tiantu. Seeing an elephant is very auspicious. So when you see an elephant as you go out, that means the day would be auspicious. The same for ox. There are many ox and cows in India walking around because those bring auspiciousness. Because the rite of Shiva is the great white ox. Mahaswara Shiva, right there. He rides on the great white ox, and Mahabrahma rides on the swan, and Vishnu rides on a Garuda. Garuda, which is the golden winged bird. And the so-called fragrant elephant bodhisattva, let me tell you, in the Sakyamuni Buddha's Jataka mentioned that in one of his lifetimes he was an elephant king. And this elephant is also fragrant. There was truly such an elephant. In his past life, he was an elephant. An elephant king, the Buddha was. The king of many elephants. Sakyamuni Buddha was once a monkey king, elephant king, deer king, peacock king. When he was practicing bodhisattvahood in his past lives, there were 3 animals crossing the river: an ox, a horse, and an elephant. And the water flow was very rapid. And the elephant was big, so the water could not move him, and he could reach the other shore, but not the horse and ox. So that means elephant can reach the other shore of the 3 animals. So this bodhisattva is the bodhisattva that reached the other shore. This is an analogy. Fragrant elephant bodhisattva. So only an elephant can cross the river and reach the other shore, but all the other animals will not be able to, because only the elephant is big and strong and stable. So that's the meaning. And for white fragrant elephant bodhisattva, as we all know, the Lady Maya, pregnant with Sakyamuni Buddha, had the dream of the 6 tasks white elephant, 6 tucks, white elephant entering into her body. And then Sakyamuni Buddha was born. So the 6 tusk elephant is the same as white fragrant elephant. This bodhisattva is near Buddhahood. So this is also a symbol. The white fragrant elephant bodhisattva is a bodhisattva who is close to Buddhahood, because the 6 tusked white elephant symbolizes Sakyamuni Buddha, who entered into the womb of the Lady Maya. So he is one step further from the fragrant elephant bodhisattva. So the white fragrant elephant bodhisattva is a great bodhisattva that comes to samsara, who's near Buddhahood. And one more, elephant, ever diligent bodhisattva and non-resting bodhisattva. These are easy. He's always very diligent every day, never resting in delivering sentient beings, never taking a rest. Then this bodhisattva would be called non-resting bodhisattva and ever diligent bodhisattva. Every day, always diligent. Like Grandmaster in practicing the 1,000 Dharma vessels, the Bardo deliverance. I never skip a day for the past 3 years. So this is ever diligent. 365 days. I had no Saturdays and weekends off or Sundays off. I have no vacations other than the temples and my home. I have never even visited Safeway or Fred Meyer or post office or any other place or parks. Just the temples and home. And Saturdays and Sundays, and I have to give Dhamma teaching on Saturdays and Homa on Sundays, and from Mondays to Fridays to Saturdays, I never skip any spiritual consultation. Every afternoon, Sundays to Saturdays. Ask Master Lian Qi, who arranged them. Did I ever rest? Never. Never. Not a day. For all these years. Did I ever rest this past 3 years? Oh, I have toothache today, so... Oh, I'm sick today. Oh, I catch cold today. Let's cancel the consultation. Never. Never. I am such a unfortunate person. And I still have to do Bardo deliverance until 2-3 a.m. Never stop. Never stop. For this past 3 years, even when I'm tired, I would get on my Dharma throne. Sometimes I even fell asleep and saw the 1,000 eye, 1,000 arm Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And each of her 1,000 hands are holding my 1,000 Dharma vessels. Because I fell asleep. So thousand eye, thousand arm, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva hold the Dharma vessels on his hands, not so that they don't float around and waited for me to wake up to complete it. So that's how ever diligent Bodhisattva and non-resting Bodhisattva are. Why? Because they are following the wishes of sentient beings. I follow sentient beings and give to sentient beings. What I know, I know, I understand. Because in samsara, only following the wish of sentient beings, that's it. Whatever they ask, I would immediately fulfill their wish. I just do that. That means following the wishes of sentient beings. Why do I need to do that? Is to perform, is to walk the path of the Bodhisattva. We know very clearly. Of course, I know about the view of true emptiness, but why do I need to do that? Since I descend to samsara, I have to do this to fulfill the wishes of sentient beings and to walk the bodhisattva path. And of the 6 perfections, the first one is to give, the giving paramita. So ever diligent bodhisattva, that he never rests to give to sentient beings, and non-resting bodhisattva is the same. Ever diligent and non-resting mean this. Just fulfill the wishes of sentient beings and to give to sentient beings 365 days a year, and not even 1 day holiday, not even 1 day vacation. So Forching said that my mom and dad live a very unhealthy life, very unhealthy, because Forching goes on vacation after a period of time. She goes domestically or internationally for vacations. Especially the Westerners. There are none that never go on vacations. For the Christians, they have the Sabbath. They need to take rest because they believe that God, after created heaven and earth for 6 days and took a day off on the 7th day, even God takes a rest. So God is not ever diligent Bodhisattva and not non-resting Bodhisattva. But as for me, 365 days a year, for this 3 years, I didn't even go buy anything because I don't need anything. They're all given by people. What else do I need? None. Dragon robes were given to me, the Lama robe were given to me, and this bag, this 100 precious bag, and everything on me, and my cars, my Rolls Royce, Maserati were given by other people. What I wear, this was given by the person from France. Is she here? Please stand up. Right there. Vietnamese. and her husband and 2 children from Croatia. And this was given by Indonesians, the organizers for the Atisha ceremony, the Venerable Atisha ceremony. I cannot say who. I cannot say who. It's a big issue. And also the ceremonial hall was provided by this person, and also this ring. This was given to me during the Atisha ceremony. All this on me were given by people. This too. Someone from China. And this too. Piaget. Given by the same person. They were all given to me. I don't have anything, even my shoes. And my underpants too. That was. And underwear, are they here? The one who gave me underwear and underpants? Right there, inside. They're raising their hands. Morgan. He gave me my underwear and underpants. See? So what else do I need to buy? Nothing. Therefore, people already given me so much. How dare I rest? That's why I don't rest. How dare I not be diligent? That's why you are ever diligent. Now, do you understand? Let me share some jokes. Mom said, son, ask your dad to come home for dinner. And the son is 5. Oh, dad did not receive the phone. It's an auntie who got the phone. An hour later, dad got home. Why are you carrying the hibiscus? And mom said, kneel on the hibiscus. And after kneeling for 2 hours, mom asked the son, tell dad what mistake he made. Oh, because your phone was received by an auntie. What did auntie say? Auntie said, the phone is busy. Please call again later. So there's an election in Taiwan now. This is a joke about it. So the candidates swear in front of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas that if I get elected, that the whole family would all be dead. And someone said, good. And someone said, karma is our own. Everyone has cause and effect. Why do you ask us to die? This is smart. Xiaoming realized that her phone was stolen near the train station. So he used his friend's cell phone to call his own cell phone. And half an hour later, the thief was captured. And the text went, "Brother, my train is leaving. I cannot wait for you. So I have to go." So the $20,000 is in this box A19 and the password is 1695. Then they caught the thief. So Xiaoming is really smart. You can learn this. Om Mani Padme Hum.